Hey Joe, good evening. Good afternoon. How you doing? Okay, Joe, here you go.
So,
Hey, how you doing?
another day in paradise.
Isn't that the truth?
Yep.
Doug says it's the third hello he's had. I don't
Who?
know, Doug.
I don't know him either. I can't do anything as co-host on this iPad, so don't put anybody in you don't know.
Yep.
The beard is driving me crazy.
Dominic's coming in.
I'm about to say, it better be Dominic. Dominic.
And away we go.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Dominic.
Good morning, Dominic.
Good morning.
And, and good evening to you.
Brenda says good morning and says good afternoon to Joe.
Back at you there, Brenda. We're all back for the glutton of punishment hour.
Yep.
I've had a unique day here.
Oh, okay.
I've slept, ate, slept. I'm about to eat again, no more sleep. You
Oh,
know.
great.
But they had to change some stuff out on the pump because everything ran out, and it's just
Hmm.
pump's working wonderful. And then I found out the news. I'm talking to my daughter. Found out the place they want to send me is the place she used to work.
Oh, okay.
I said, you know how bad I want to slap you. And then she tells me, and then they came in to do a consult with me about going to this place, and I'm getting run around because they're telling me it's a 4 week deal. I said, I ain't doing 4 weeks. They told me 2 weeks. Well, they will evaluate you 2 weeks to decide they can let you go. No, they ain't gonna evaluate me. They're gonna let me go. I said, what's my other option?
Um,
My other option is home health. And Brittany said the only problem with the
understand.
home health is that you gotta have IV push to do. And I said, well, I know how to do that. And she says, and I could do it because I did it for them. And they said, this is all. You don't even need anybody there. They put it in. It's like a ball, and it just with gravity works on its own.
Yeah, but you look
And
funny down at the high school dragging a IV stand around.
oh yeah, but that's not all the time. It might only be for the first week. You see. And the other thing is, they said they would put I'm gonna have a vacuum thing on, but it's a smaller unit that has like a little backpack that I have on if I got to go walk around. So they said you'd have a little backpack if you got to walk around. So that means I can walk on it.
Yeah.
So again, we're getting back to that. So I'm going to talk to them tomorrow after the surgery and see how it went. Everything went good, and I'm going to say, okay, this is the deal. How long can you keep me here without sending me there? If they say they can keep me the weekend, I said, okay, let's do over the weekend. I'll go over the weekend, and then Monday do home health. Because if they're going to send me over there and I get stuck over there, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, because
Or they're going to send me Wednesday home health. One or the other. If it's wrapped and it's got the thing on there, I don't have to worry about the dogs. Because the dogs, first off, they listen to me enough that they're gonna be excited right away.
right.
But they listen to me enough that if I tell them back off, I tell them back up, they go back. That's my thing. I say you got to back up like that, and they know to back up. Don't come to me. You know, because when I'm walking and they're trying to get underneath
Jim.
me, I'll tell them back off.
Mark.
So it's still up in the air, Paul. Now, if Dr. Tran's not lying to me, he says, you will go home in 2 weeks. And they can tell me that when I talk to them, I'll go.
Here comes Mark.
And I'm about to have the last meal I have for the day. I could have until the surgery coming in a little bit.
So did they give you an idea what time surgery is? Like the first thing in the morning or
7 a.m.
7 a.m.? Okay.
So they'll roll me out of here around 6. And the dietitian, I can't place the accent she's from, right? She's an older lady. It was funny. She's going through giving me breakfast stuff tomorrow. I said, well, I'm not gonna be able to eat it because I'll be in surgery. She goes, well, let me put it in case something changes, just in case.
Yes, Jim.
Justin.
So she says, let me put everything
Jim
in
says
case.
hi.
Jim?
Jim says hi.
Hey,
Hey,
Jim, how you doing?
So she puts in my menu for tomorrow, right? And all of this. And then she says, she sticks her head in the door as she's walking out. She goes, oh, I put a banana on your tray. Tell them to pull that off your tray in case you're not here and save it for after the surgery. Like that.
What's up, everyone in the chat? Well, the kids are off to camp.
Oh, they're on their way, huh?
Yeah, Sarah took them a little while ago.
Oh, so you have to drive them there? They don't pick them up?
Nah, it's about an hour drive each way. It's fucking nasty outside too. It is dark ass clouds. It hasn't rained yet, but I haven't heard any thunder or anything. But man, them clouds are dark.
It goes that machine. It's pumping that stuff into my leg.
Yeah, clip them damn toenails.
All about my toenail. It's pumping that saline into that machine. What about that freaking toenail?
Captain Joe, Jim has a message in the pet. Paul, can you please tell Joe I said to hi to him and ask? Okay.
Ask
Never
him
mind,
how
Brenda
he's
put-
doing today.
Yeah, Brenda put that in after you said it.
Hold
I was going back to make sure you didn't miss anything.
on.
Yeah,
I'm getting
Jim, that was
fed
at 5:04 p.m.
Wow. What happens when you do this, what you call it? Ow. God darn, it burns.
When you do what?
When they put that machine squirting saline in there all over the wound
Oh, okay.
and soaking it, right?
So it just periodically, it's not a continual drip type of thing, or
Well, it's every 2 hours they flood it. And then what they do is it flood it with the solution. It's got, and it's a saline type of antibiotic too. So it goes all up in there and it sits for 10 minutes soaking it. Then it turns around and sucks it out.
okay.
And when it's now lately, since it's been hitting it, boy, it burns a little bit. But they're saying that I need to burn, feel that burn, because it means that the wound's clean, you know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Warren, I'm gonna have that good looking nurse tonight cut my nails.
Oh, okay.
I said, babe, can you go cut this nail?
So I went and watched Russ's video on that whole thing about the drones,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and seemed like he was alluding that the customs issue was over the security thing, and it wasn't. It's over the slave labor thing.
Yeah.
Completely different issue. See, the problem is y'all are fighting two different issues.
Right. Well, to give you an example, I called DJI today. Talked to this nice little young girl. Boy, she was nice. Well, she was here. But she was telling me, yeah, we understand the situation and all of this. She goes, we really want you to have a little bit of patience. They said, we are definitely working on this because it just started. She says, a week ago, we could have got one through. Now it's stopping again. She said, so our hire people are working on it. And she said, especially the replacement drones, there's no reason why it should be stopped like
Well, Well, my biggest thing too is he was telling everybody, "Oh, just read the white pages and you'll know all the information." You never
Yeah.
trust the company's own audit on themselves. I don't care what company it is.
But DJI's had 2 audits already.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm just saying to the
Yeah.
current
Hey,
release of their
Jonathan,
Yeah.
white papers that
Yeah.
needs to be independently confirmed by another company. You can't just take that on face value because of past investigation,
Warren asked me a question.
you know.
Yes, Warren, my leg is moist.
And I'm not saying that they are doing anything wrong. I'm just saying in order to take a new study that they put out and said, "Hey, this is what we
Yeah.
did," that needs to be independently audited by another company
Right.
to confirm their findings. But just to take DGI's word right off the bat as face value,
Oh, I
you
know.
shouldn't do that with any company
They
or
wouldn't do
any
that.
agency that's auditing themselves.
But my question is this. My question is this. Okay, we're supposed to have an audit. Who the fuck is gonna do it? Okay, let's go do it. You know? Sorry.
No agency
that
wants
pisses
to
me
do it. They don't care. That's the problem.
That's why that's what I said. Every day I'm hitting something with by DGI. Please get you sign an executive order. Make somebody do this. You know, you're the president, please. You know,
And it's
we know that
already
you get things done.
what close to they only have about what another 5-6 months.
End of the year.
Yeah,
Then I went off
December
on
20th or something
Bob
like
Dempsey
that.
today on Drone Seekers International. Bob Dempsey. He
Mhm.
says, "Yeah, this is a different country for the last 6 months now. Things have changed." I said, "Bob, this shit happened 2 years ago when they were fighting with it in the defense bill. 2024 had nothing to do with Trump.
Yeah, and the whole
Little piece of shit."
customs thing was happening months before Trump even took office. And people are just trying to
Gary,
connect that.
Little leprechaun. He needs to worry about. That's what he needs. You know, he's a good Santa Claus and he's a good leprechaun. Stick to his day job. You know, all he's doing is bringing political in.
Well, I mean, it is a political issue, but it has nothing to do with
Right. It has nothing to do with him.
Trump,
Nothing to do with Trump.
except for he signed the executive order for the investigation.
Yeah, and that's a positive. Somebody said, "Hey, it's got to be done, or they're going to lose it." He said, "Get the executive order." He said, "Get it done in time." You know.
The only thing I didn't agree with Russ's video was he's like telling everybody, just take the white pages at face value. Here you go. They said it. You shouldn't trust any company or agency that does their own audit without an independent evaluation on it to say, yeah, we found the same findings.
Right. But she told me this. She said, "We understand and we really appreciate that you should do." I told her, I said, "I've been contacting the president, all these people." I went down a list of names to her. Said, "You can put all of this in my thing that I've texted all these people on Twitter or X." I said, "Tomorrow I'm gonna do it again. You know, I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it every day I can until I can't do it or they fix it." So
Have you done Truth Social?
Huh?
Truth Social?
No, I'm doing it on. I'll go to True Social and do it that way. He watches that more.
Yeah.
You know,
You
but
might-
I've been sending it directly to him on X. You know.
You might not be able to do it tomorrow. You'll be out of it.
Well, I'll be able to do it the next day. But I told her that she said she really appreciates my effort on this and what I'm doing. You know, because they need to realize that they're not trying to do anything to us, and especially the replacement drone that's approved should be able to get to me. And she says the process that they think is going to happen is going to be 60 to 90 days before it's rectified.
Well, like I said, I'm not saying that their white pages aren't correct, but it does need to be independently audited because you can't go by a security check that was done 3-4 years ago.
Right.
Because shit has changed since then.
Well,
so
get
you
the same
can't use
company
that
to go
as an
back and look.
example. You can say, yeah, it's been hasn't found anything up to this point, but it still needs to be done
Right.
to verify their report they put out.
That would be nice, you know. But she said, "I promise you, you will get your replacement." That's what she said. And just the way she sounded, and I got a feeling it's right. They just got to get the right people involved to push this thing through and let them know stop shadow banning, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't think a security threat would really come too much from the drones themselves as the application.
Right.
Software.
You know, because they could put some, technically any company that has an application on your phone could put something in there that can infiltrate your phone and start reading all your shit that's in your phone without you knowing it. That's any application could do that, potentially.
Right.
I'm not saying they are or anything like that. I'm just saying.
Yep. So it's like, what do you do? You know? So
Because
I'm
it could
just
have
stuff
nothing to do with drones. They could put something in there that says, hey, pull everybody's credit card information off their
Right.
phones, steal personal data. That's the kind of shit that would come from. It's not from the drones all of a sudden attacking, just attacking people like a fucking, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
Well, isn't all
I
that
don't need a
done by
sand there, Jim.
isn't all that done by the cookies?
Uh, I mean, yeah, kind of.
So we can
But-
blame the Girl Scouts.
Yeah. Hey, Brent Rails. Well, Jonathan came in. Hey, family. Hey, I didn't mean to say not say something. I'm just
Because
kinda
technically you
with
could,
that.
because technically you could have the application on your phone, the drone flies normal, and you don't notice anything different. But then the application could be doing something in the background on your cell phone, on other processes on your phone. That,
Jerry, some drone guy, was on Johnny's show this morning and sold the Air 3S combo for $1,100 to somebody. He just said, I got it for sale if anybody wants it. Boom, that fast.
I mean, Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. He sold it. Lon was trying to think about it, and Mark Fisher was thinking about it, and somebody texted him and said, I'll buy it.
and the biggest thing is when you're downloading an app on your phone that's an APK file from an unfiltered source from Google, you don't know what's in that. Your
Yeah.
phone could not detect certain things, and something
Yeah, I
could get in.
guarantee I got more shit on my phone that could get me in trouble with the government than that. Oh, there you go.
Because on-
Suck it back. Oh,
Because on Android, you have to go download the APK file straight from their site. It's not through the App Store where it could be individual or independently verified through Google, where they would put it through their own process to check it, you know?
uh-huh.
They want to try sorting out all the crap that's getting put on Facebook and YouTube before they start calling everybody else.
Oh, and that's a total justified argument, Mark, 100%. I'm not advocating they're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that their report does need to be independently verified, which they're supposed to be doing, but I don't even think they designated a specific agency to do it. They just said one of the agencies has to do it, but none of the agencies want to do it, it seems like.
Yeah.
So you know how this is the urinal, right?
Yep.
You use it like this, right?
Yep.
The problem is when I use it like that, never mind, it's too long. Let's all put that way. And then what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invent one with this on the side.
Mm.
That way, it's more like a stand-up model, and you fit in it this way, and that it goes straight down. You don't have to worry about it.
Yep. I
Well, my
agree.
question is, why'd they give you an adult one?
So the problem is, every time I use it, I got to go a lot. It's like I'm swimming. So I actually have two. You know why? Freaking pills they're giving me. I'm filling two of them up in an hour.
Oh,
Drink something.
that was an angle grinder, Jim. They took to Jim Carrey's feet.
Yeah, I don't need that. A Dremel might work.
The nurses won't do it. They'll call somebody from podiatry to do it.
Shoot, if my daughter come up to visit me, she'd do it. She came over one day. She looked at my toes and she goes, "When's the last time you?" It was when something happened with my knee. I couldn't bend down to do it. That's when I had the knee replacement. I said, "Can't bend down to do it, so I got to wait till I can do it." She went and got the clippers out the back and cleaned it all up. Sometimes she's nice, you know what I mean? But what gets me is I didn't know she worked. She works at that. She used to work at the place they want to send me.
Mhm.
That's the job that she was making, like $30 an hour, and the boyfriend told her, "You need to be home with your baby." And she quit the job, and that's what's hurt.
Hmm.
She had the perfect job right out of school.
Yeah, Jim, it's real bad if they got to take an angle grinder to your toes. I'm looking down, and I looked at Jim. Say I have 8.3. It was 83. But he said 8.3. Now it's 8. It was 86. I didn't know that shit shrinks. I never read it, on angle. Yeah, Sarah and the kids left earlier and they were gone for about 30 minutes. All of a sudden, I hear the front door open. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" Grabbed my shit and ran to the front door.
What did they forget?
They forgot Kelsey's shoes, of all things.
Uh,
Went and got in a fucking car with no shoes on and didn't realize it until I got half hour down the road.
Wow.
oh wow. Well, I didn't Kelsey realize.
I don't fucking know, but they scared the shit out of me because they didn't call and tell me they were coming back. I thought somebody was walking through the front door. I went out there with the gun. Said, "Who the fuck's coming through the
Jesus.
front door?" I walked out the front door. I said, "What the fuck y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all didn't say you were coming back."
Yeah. Be a Grady
So
moment.
you better call somebody next time.
Be a Grady moment, Last night, that stuff I'm supposed to take, that Juven, right? When they didn't give it to him, and Kim went and got 2 of them. She said, "This gives you one just in case you need it to take tonight, and one to hold on in case they forget it, right?" So this morning they brought me one, so I just rotated them and drank that one. At lunchtime, I didn't get one, and I asked him about it. He says, "Oh, you're supposed to get it twice a day. You'll get it later tonight." So we're gonna see when the meal comes if they bring it. If they don't bring, I got one. And then I got a strawberry one today. I got that strawberry we were talking about on that Glucerna.
Hmm.
So they still got me listed to get chocolate. I've got vanilla and I've got strawberry. So I got a feeling like just reach and grab one and go.
Tell them you need a black cherry one just to complete the set.
I don't know what I'm gonna get. I guess get whatever they give me, I guess. All I know is this mealy, I'm gonna eat slow because I'm hoping they put a roll in it this time. But the roll would be nice. I think I had a roll last time with it. It's the same meal I had last Sunday night. And I thought it was pretty good. But it was little. It was a small meal.
The Senate's supposed to vote on that bill here pretty soon. So
Yeah, I saw that.
they were doing their final debating on it.
On a Sunday.
Well,
Do I?
What?
On a Sunday.
Oh yeah, they're not getting
Yeah.
off until they vote on it.
Yeah, they want to get it passed before they all go on vacation.
Oh
So,
yeah,
'cause-
yeah.
They're
They have
not letting them go.
hours do.
And nobody go home until it passes.
A fortnight off or something.
Yeah, because Congress said that I guess they're expecting Congress to get it through really quick. Once the Senate passes it, it goes to Congress. Congress
Not
wants to
the
get it done
changes,
and
did it?
over with.
Not with the changes, Justin. Because the Senate parliamentarian that was assigned by Henry Reid like 20 years ago,
Harry
she has,
Reid.
she has the option of going through and scratching things off of it without it even getting to the senators. And all the major things that the Democrats want, they don't want to go through, she went through and scratched them. The thing is she needs to be, it's a Republican Senate. She's Democratic. What you need to do is she needs to be fired for doing that, and they need to appoint a Republican.
Yeah, but what they're doing, even if it gets struck down, they're still expecting them to vote on it very quickly.
Right, they're gonna vote on it, but they're gonna want the changes. Once they make the changes, they go to the House. They've got to revise it and then send it back to the Senate.
Sounds
And
to me like
they're gonna want the same shit
Gotta
again.
go back.
Does it again?
Yeah.
You fire her. You know.
sounds to me like that should be an independent, neither Democrat or Republic.
It's just a different system. They should not
Well,
have. They
my
should work
biggest
with a strict bill.
my biggest thing is, how do you know if somebody's truly independent, though? At the end of the day, everybody's human, right? They could have their own things in the back of their head.
She's part of that shadow government. That's what it is.
Mm.
I'll be woken up about 3 o'clock in the morning for blood work. Then I'll have my vitals done about 4 o'clock.
Your surgery's at 7?
Surgery's at 7. So they should pick me up around 6. So I'll make sure I get to the bathroom about 5.
Yep.
That way I'm cleaned out and I don't have to worry about it down there. I think the probiotics are starting to work because I'm not going as much. I'm not going every 3 or 4 hours. I'm going every about 6 hours now, maybe 7 hours. The good news is if I do go home health and I'm home, I have enough food in my house for about 2 weeks that I don't have to do anything. Just the only thing I would need is a couple of little things, and I could have Brittany run to the store and grab those. And it's real simple stuff. I get some lettuce and tomatoes and stuff, so that I can make the chicken with that on that, with that on top of that. Just to have that instead of just eating other stuff. And I've got a lot of stuff they make here, I can make at home, but I've got the stuff there. I got, I think, a whole rotisserie chicken cut in half I can pull out and throw out. So I've got enough food to last me a couple of weeks without me having to go to the store. But it's just the basics. Like a thing of eggs, just in case. A couple of packages of the salad mix. Bag of that fruit. And that should do it.
Then you've got to Google how to make a bisque.
I might have to pick me up one of those biscuits already made, They've got a company that makes it for $5.98. It comes in a quart over at Walmart.
Yeah.
Get a quart of it and just put it in the refrigerator and do a little bit at a time, and I might freeze it. You never know. I can freeze it in cupfuls, right? Like 15-ounce cups full. And then when I want one, just heat it in the microwave, get it warm, and then just pour it into a cup. Makes sense, huh?
Yeah. All right. Just stick it in Tupperware tubs.
Stick it in some boiling water. But if I seal it, it will probably work better. That way I can stick it in the boiling water and just cut it and put it when I need to in a cup. Hey, Justin, when you accidentally you might bite your lip or something like this,
Uh-huh.
You always keep biting your lip.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I
I bit my
do that.
lip the other day eating some jerky. I think I don't have any skin anymore. I've bit it so many times.
And you always bite the same place.
I know,
Yeah, that shit is annoying.
right there. But it sucker hurts.
Trying to decide what I want to eat for dinner later. A big greasy hamburger sounds good.
What? Not a burrito?
No, I haven't had a hamburger in a minute. It actually sounds really good.
Hey, what's up, Jody?
Yeah, I've got some half pounders in the freezer.
Frank.
Dominic got a banana.
Yeah, I've got a banana. Yeah.
Banana.
Banana.
A banana. In Louisiana, it's a banana. It's like a pecan or a pecan.
Hmm.
Yep. Very interesting.
Yeah. We used to have a little bitty small football. That was a junior size football. That was like half the size of the high school.
Mm-hmm.
And we get ready to go play, and we say, we're playing over at the park. Bring the pecan. So we bring the little bitty one. That was the one that Hurricane Camille was hitting the Gulf Coast, and we were down the street, and the
Mhm.
wind was starting to pick up, and we had to punt the ball, and the wind was picking up, and it was pretty good. And I punted the ball, and it got up in the wind, and we watched it just go and go
And
and
go and
go,
go.
and it never came down. That sucker went all into the Louisiana, the New Orleans waterworks. It just kept
Mhm.
going, going, and going. It was like probably the longest punt ever. Never saw that football again.
Mhm.
I was joking with my buddies. Said, shoot, I'm gonna try out for punter. Then next year I was a punter on a team.
Yeah, we had one guy when we were playing golf up at Pleasanton, and there's a railway line runs through the middle of the course. And
Wow.
he hit this drive and it landed on a goods train. God knows where it ended up.
Just kept bouncing, huh?
Well, no, it landed actually on the train, not on the train track. So the train took it somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's like Tin Cup. He made a bet he could make a longer drive than him. And he turned around and hit it down the street.
Mm.
Didn't say which way they had to hit it.
Yeah.
Don Johnson hit that sucker down the middle of the street, and it just kept bouncing and bouncing, bouncing and bouncing.
Like Happy Gilmore hitting that drive at that house.
Right.
he knocks that girl out, the
Yeah.
husband out. Actually, I'd go to Five Guys, Jody, if I was gonna go get a burger.
Shut up. That sounds too good.
So that Five Guys is burgers. What's your big pizza place down there?
Well, I mean, if you're talking local spots, you got Giovanni's. You're talking like big
Siobhan.
companies. You got
The best pizza.
Yeah.
Giovanni's is really good. But I mean,
Probably a little more expensive too, right?
a little bit. It's not too bad.
Probably not as expensive as Domino's or Pizza Hut.
Mm.
Mm.
Pizza Hut's always more expensive, it seems like.
Pizza is better.
I don't really like Pizza Hut, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of them.
Pizza Hut takes more care in their pizza.
You-
they actually have pretty good ingredients. The one
We-
thing I miss, is being there in the mornings, and when lunchtime came, I had, I got free lunch basically. Everybody got a certain allowance to make a little pan pizza or something. But what I used to do is we'd have the bags of wings when we separate them, and you'd have 8 in a bag. That way you could do the 8, 16, 24. And when we get to the end of the bag, I might have 4 wings. I take the 4 wings, throw it in there and cook them. And you had certain sizes with the breaded ones you couldn't use, but I did those and I throw them out there on a tray for people to eat if they wanted it. Because we couldn't sell them. But I take the 4 bone-in wings, and we had a aluminium foil bag that was he held the heat in.
Yeah.
That would
Mhm.
stay warm for up to 2 hours.
Thermal is the word you were looking for.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
so it's a
Yeah.
thermal bag like. And
Yeah.
what we used to do is I used to take those 4, stick them in my pocket. And then during the day, in between stuff going on, I'd be over by the make table, and I might eat a piece of the wing, and I was eating like fresh green peppers, mushrooms. So that's what my day was like. I actually lost weight when I worked there. I love the fresh mushrooms and I love the green pepper.
Yeah, that's kind of what sucks though, working at a place like that. Some places you'll end up snacking a lot, end up eating a lot more.
Yeah, but that's why I snacked on the stuff that was like the vegetables and then the chicken without all the batters on it and everything else, you know? So I got my protein in and I got the vegetables in.
That's like working at a doctor's office. You'll end up snacking a lot because they constantly bring shit in for you.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
got drug reps all the time bringing in shit that they're buying for the people.
Bringing in cookies and all that.
Yeah. They'll bring in full on like steak and lobster dinners and all kinds
Oh,
of
yeah.
shit. Yeah, they'll spend all kinds of money.
We had at Simple Goodness, we had a rep come in and it was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 of us that worked there. It was 8 of us that day. And he came in and they came around us season, one of the girls, she come walking around, she goes, "You want a roast beef or you want a ham sandwich or what?" So for what? She goes, his name was Bob. He said, "Bob's buying everybody lunch from Bears down the street." And I said, "Oh, hell yeah. I'll take the roast beef. Roast beef, poor boy." He spent, for every one of us, it was about $12 a piece, full meal. And that sucker, like, you couldn't eat the whole thing. So I had half of it to bring home. But every time he came in, he'd love Bears, so he'd want Bears, so he'd order everybody one.
Oh yeah, that's why I only go there once in a while, Jim. I don't eat there all the time because they are expensive. But I still like them.
Bears has a half roast beef, half ham. And it's a grilled ham, and then get the roast beef with the gravy on the other side, and that'll hurt your life. They also have a freedom fry po' boy, where they take the steak cuts, the big ones, and they put it on there, and they put gravy on it, brown gravy on it, and everything on bread, and make a freedom fry po' boy. That'll hurt. Loaded with lettuce and tomatoes and all that.
Hmm.
Shoot.
Joe, that's called a chip butty.
Yep.
Well, we got it, and it's good. But there's certain things I can't. If you eat there, you're gonna blow up. It's a once in a long time when you go get one.
Yeah, it's Sarah's work, man. They're always bringing in.
And
Like they'll bring in other shit too. Like she'll come home with like a brand new Yeti cup with the company's logo on it. It'd be like a $50 cup. I'm like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. They're just handing them out like fucking candy.
Tells you the company. It tells you that the medicine's too expensive. Yeah, I don't think I've had a Bears po' boy in over 10 years because they moved, and I pass them when they're open. But I don't want one because I know if I start eating them again, I'm gonna want them every week. I hadn't had a roast beef po' boy up to about, y'all saw the one I bought at Size Meat Market. that one that had all the roast beef on it. I said, let me get one. I felt like a roast beef that day. Now I stay away from sides because that's my first choice. I want to go over there and get a roast beef.
Poor boys of Vienna.
It's about a 12-inch sandwich. It's got
Yeah.
about 3 inches of roast beef on it with gravy.
Yeah, it's like a Subway, isn't it?
Yeah, something
Mm.
like that. But it's got the French bread,
Thick.
like the French baguette bread,
Yeah. It's either that or
crust.
yeah.
Now I tell you what I do want to do when this is all settled down and I get everything settled. I want to go to Golden Corral. Been wanting to go there for a long time.
You never been there, or you just haven't been there in a long time?
Not been there, just haven't been there forever.
Oh.
Has to be 9 years. But now they got all day long, they got the barbecue ribs and everything, shrimp. I'm going to get me some shrimp and barbecue ribs. That's all I want.
Have you spent them vouchers yet?
No. It's going to be good if I'm on home health getting those vouchers. I'll even have my daughter go pick them up and buy her one and tell her, get me one, get you one, you know?
Hmm.
Or if in about a week or two, if I can get around and drive, which I might be able to, you know, in a couple of weeks, I should be able to drive. I'll just call it in, go get it, pick it up and come home. So I will use those vouchers in the next few weeks.
Well, it's your left leg, in it?
Yes, the left leg. The only issue I
Yep.
think I'm going to have is getting into the car, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if I sit down with my big ass on the seat and then rotate around, I should be able to do it.
Yeah, you'll be all right if you're in England, because your left
Yeah, I
leg,
would.
your left leg does the clutch in England.
Yeah, I know. But
And
like I said, they all
there
said
isn't
I can
one.
step on them. They don't want me stepping on them.
Hmm.
All I'm saying is don't overexert yourself and push yourself, because you're gonna
Believe
make
me,
it worse.
even if I go to home health, like I said, y'all still going to see me probably a lot of times laying in a recliner with the iPad, you know?
Hmm.
I'll do that because it's not worth me. It's not worth me messing it up at home. And I want to be able to reach down and have all my dogs around. That's all I want. I think that'd be more healthy for me than anything.
We do in a Paul and go to sleep in the recliner instead of going to bed.
Well, I'll guarantee you I'm not going in my bed. Because to get in my bed, I have to step up on a stool. And the stool, I usually have to step up with the left leg. You know, so that's going to be the issue. Unless I switch the stool to the other side of the bed. I could probably figure it out.
What you need is a lower bed.
Then I have the dogs jumping in it, and I don't want that. Oh, it's gonna be okay. I just need them to tell me that the graph went good. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because who was it that told me? I think it was Kaylee told me. She said, because this is the other part of it. She says, yeah, after the surgery, we'll have you here and that, and keep you a couple of days here, and then move you over. So if they keep me a couple of days here, say to like Wednesday or Thursday, that 2 weeks goes back to too late. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That puts me right on top. I can't get the envelope printed into him in time for the pictures.
Frank
Yeah.
Frank just made a suggestion to you, Joe. He says, well, hell, you just might as well have him ship that printer up to him, and he'll try it out for you.
Frank, I love you. Look,
Don't step in on my that was my idea.
no, that's
Yeah.
not the printer I'm talking about. I
Me and
got to
Johnny were
put
splitting
each
it.
envelope. I got 200 envelopes to run through my other printer and print all the information for pictures. And that's got to be given to the coach by about the 15th. See, by the 16th at the latest. That's a Wednesday. so that he can give them out to the team to take home for pictures Monday. Because as soon as they get home, I'll start getting money. Then that's when I'm ready to be paid. They know it. I may get $50 from one person, $30 from another person. I might get 300 from one person because they want the season. So it's like that'll start hitting my account immediately.
Can't you start working on them now where you are on your iPad?
No,
Oh,
they're
cool
done.
cat.
They're
Oh,
done.
they're already done. You just got to print them.
They're done. But I gotta feed. I gotta feed them 10 at a time.
Hello,
Right,
Michael.
because they're so thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the deal behind his new name. What does that mean?
Don't know what's going on there. He decided to just change it for a while because that's his handle.
Thank you,
And then
ma'am.
the handle to the.
My last meal until tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you can change that.
Won't let me eat
Do
after
you?
midnight.
Yeah.
And the at handle thing is another beta shit they rolled out now. Jason's chat has it now. Whenever you type in his chat, it comes up with the at symbol now.
It was doing on Art Show the other night.
Yeah, it's part of the beta thing they rolled out with the point system thing. Some channels got it, some didn't.
We were just saying that Art fucked something up again.
No, it ain't nothing he did. His channel happened to get chosen for the beta
They
program.
actually got everything right on his meal.
It's damn complicated because you don't know who half of them are because their arts are different than the channel names.
And that's because most people haven't got.
You still here?
I don't know what happened to Justin then, but he got
Justin all of a sudden
haven't
cut
got,
out.
and that was it.
Creamy strawberry again. So Dominic, this is what I got. Tomato basil chicken.
Yep.
Or parsley rotini noodles, zucchinis with tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I hate parsley.
Lemonade, a fruit cup, a sugar cookie, which I won't eat. That's it. That's it.
But the handle has to be, like I said, two channels can't have the same exact handle.
No.
Like a number or something would have to be different in it.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why they don't still do that with channel names. I mean, if you go on Epic, Steam, Twitch, a lot of these other social media or gaming platforms, you can't have the same name as another channel.
Yeah, because
it has to be different.
This name is already in use. Yeah.
Right. Where they let you have 50 channels on YouTube with the same damn name.
Yeah, because I think Bill was looking them all up, trying to figure out who was who.
Yeah.
Because my at is the first part of my, email address. It's FJ1100 Mark.
Now, maybe once it's out of the beta program, you might be able to choose to turn that off. But at the moment, it's just your channel either got it or it didn't. Same with the points thing. That's why only some channels have it.
I did notice that quite a few people have still got the same at as they have channel name.
Yeah, I changed.
There was a lot of people that you didn't know who the hell they were.
Hello, Dre.
I'm Dre.
Hi, Dre. My tea was all right. I had a chop suey roll with chips and curry sauce.
Always got that curry.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was Chinese curry sauce, so it's a bit different.
I had Japanese curry.
Uh-huh. What's that? The komatsu.
Yeah, similar to that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a different taste to it rather than the either Thai green curry,
Hmm.
the Chinese curry, or the Indian.
Yeah.
The Indian's got more of a bite to it,
Oh yeah.
like a vindaloo.
Yeah, I had a butter chicken last night.
I was looking for the jalfrezi, but couldn't find any. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite spicy, that.
yeah, that's what I meant. I was looking for that one
Yeah.
because
I've got
I've had butter chicken recently, and I thought, no, I'm going to have something different. Change it up a bit.
Yeah. I've got a
It's getting
chicken
boring.
vindaloo in the fridge.
What's up,
Yeah.
Dre 204? How's it going?
Ed,
Oh yeah,
Been a
that's it. I
minute.
keep forgetting.
yeah, it's been a minute.
He's usually not in the chat. He usually comes on the panel when he's here. So I always forget that's his
What's up,
name.
Ed?
Ed. Yeah, it'd be more awkward for him on the chat than in the what's it on the panel because got a broken hand, done he? You can't blooming type.
Mm.
No, he shouldn't have got mouthy with his wife. We told him that. Assuming Donald got his dishwasher all finished.
Hopefully.
I think so. It was only a 5-minute job once he got home, I think.
Oh yeah, that don't take long to put one of those in.
So
If you know what
No,
you're doing.
He already had it in. He just had to get that connector to attach the water pipe to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully he didn't run into any other stupid little
Mhm.
issues.
Yeah.
And sometimes the jobs you think are going to be the easiest are the ones that end up turning out to be the biggest pain in the ass because something stupid will happen.
Mm.
You know? And then the jobs you think are going to be the roughest, you end up skirting right through it. You're like, damn, that was easy.
It cost me £1.49 today to download a PDF version of the instruction manual because it wasn't on Indiset's site.
Instruction manual for what?
My dishwasher.
You're trying to fix it or something?
No, I had to change it last week. Well, the pump pack, the same thing as done. The pump packed in on it, so it went out and got another one. Got a second-hand one.
Okay.
Hey, is Paul still here? Because I haven't heard anything out of him for an hour.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
still
I'm
here.
here. Just listening to you, Joe. Joe, so you can't eat dinner tonight, right?
After midnight, I'm eating now.
Oh,
I don't have anybody in my house. All the kids have just left for camp about an hour and a half ago. So it's a fucking quiet in my house right now.
Well, they left 2 hours ago, and then again an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, exactly.
well,
Fucking guy.
Justin is. Will the dogs miss him?
Oh yeah. I
In
mean,
other words, will they run around the house kind of looking for him, or?
they'll be all right. Because I'm home every day right now since I'm on summer break from the school, so
Yeah.
they're used to somebody being here.
They'll just be lay on the floor going, peace.
I don't know which is it? Kelsey is attached to one of them. Pretty good.
Well, he's either didn't hear the question or his mic's gone again.
I don't. So Dominic,
Randy.
I told you what I was eating, right?
Yeah.
And then Paul said, so tonight you can't eat. So it tells me all that time we didn't hear him, he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Well, no, you mentioned a couple of times that you couldn't eat after a certain time, and so
Yeah, midnight tonight.
Yeah,
But
midnight.
5 minutes before that, I told Dominic what I was eating right now.
Mm.
So you didn't hear it, so you weren't paying attention to it.
Yeah, you can't eat after midnight tonight.
I'd never stop Joe.
If he wants to get the fuck out of that hospital, he better not.
Well, I can't eat after midnight, trust me.
If they find out he ate anything, and that surgery gonna get delayed.
Yeah, when they say don't.
Nice, Donald. You said FYI, dishwasher's in, no leaks. Good. Good to hear.
Well, Justin, maybe we ought to order a big pizza to be sent to his room at about midnight,
Don't matter,
Yeah,
you wait 2 months.
huh?
Honestly, I don't think the nurses would let it in, to be honest. Because, like I said, when I was in the hospital, they wouldn't let any food come into my room, and they confiscated everything I had. Like I had a couple of little snacks that were left over from my food that I put on my table, and a cup of water and a bottle of juice. They took everything from me. They said, we can't leave anything in here with you. You're not allowed to have nothing.
Right.
They took every bit of it.
You can drink water, can't you?
No, they
Nope.
took everything. I didn't get anything to drink for 12 hours. That shit sucked. And like I said, at least at the hospital I was in, they confiscated everything. I even asked the lady if I could just keep the cup of water because I had my phone propped up on it. She was like, nope, I have to take it. I was like, damn it.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, our hospital, they used to bring supper around at about 9:30, a toast and a cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They got used to me. I used to ask for 2 cups of tea because one wasn't enough.
Yeah. Good one, Randy.
Oh, I know, Randy. My mouth and throat were so fucking dry. It was the worst thing ever.
Well, I'll have medicine to take about 4 in the morning. So I'll get a sip. They'll let me do a sip, you know?
Well, see, I was only supposed to go about 8 hours without drinking or eating, but they ended up delaying my surgery another few hours because he had an emergency that came in that was more pressing than me. So I ended up going almost 12 hours with nothing to drink or eat.
Yeah, that happened to me the first time, and it was sort of like 24 hours without food.
Let me tell you what I found out today, too. This doctor, her name's Abigail Chaffin, Chaffin, right? She's got her own operating room at this hospital. Tell me that ain't a big shot.
Mhm.
She doesn't share her operating room with anybody. She has her own.
Well, she probably does enough procedures there to justify that too.
Yeah, they said she's the best. She is the best in the city. So that's why.
Best in the city of
what she wants.
1,000. She's the best in the city
No,
of
they're
a
talking
population
New
of 500 people.
They're talking New Orleans Metro.
Mm.
So you're in New Orleans now.
No, I'm still where I'm at, but the Metro is the whole area.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Joe will turn into a gremlin after midnight, Donald.
Yep.
If he eats. Oh, there was a couple times, Randy, I was very tempted to go in the bathroom and take a drink out of the sink.
Yeah.
I was very tempted because my mouth was so dry. It'd be nice the day they can figure out how to do surgery on you and you can have a steak dinner right before.
Mainly the anaesthetic that's a problem.
Mm.
They want your stomach completely empty so you don't aspirate.
Okay.
So I say one day they'll come up with a way where that won't matter.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow.
Hey, did Catherine Zeta-Jones play Morticia Adams in Wednesday's first series?
Wait, hold on.
I
Say it
haven't
again.
seen it, but it does sound right.
Morticia Adams, the mother,
Wager
in
on-
Wednesday, the first series,
I'll look it up.
was played.
Yeah.
Well, in the second series, it's definitely played by Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I honestly have no idea. I can't remember, to be honest. I watched the first season, but I can't remember if it was her or not. I want to say it was.
Because they were saying she's got a fencing scene in season 2, and it took them 16 hours to film it because her corset kept popping open.
Oh,
Took them
Okay.
16 hours to figure out how to fix a corset.
Yeah, they sold her into it.
let's leave it.
Hey, I'm gonna go out and mow the lawn real quick.
Okay. We got it.
David's here. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be
Oh.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to
There are
rain.
plenty
tomorrow.
of co-hosts. Yeah, okay. You're good. Go ahead.
Supposed to rain. It's been gorgeous sunshine in Detroit again.
Hello,
He's not-
David.
Yeah, but he's not
Hello.
really near Detroit, though. He's like an hour or so from Detroit, I think.
Oh. Yeah.
Mark, according to Wikipedia, yes.
Yeah. Right.
CZJ is the Morticia.
I better take my phone with me in case I fall down or something.
Good idea.
At least you should have at least done a swish and spit. You've been watching too much Pornhub, Randy.
Yep. Yep. Can't eat after midnight. Yep.
Yeah, go
Ziggy
ahead and go out.
Jones. Yep.
Go ahead and go outside. You guys, yeah, look. Dogs wanted to go outside and then they stop at the porch door. They're like, nope,
Tea.
Yep.
this is raining and storming out.
Send it this way.
Are you sick, David?
What?
Or you just need to clear your throat because you sounded real hoarse right there.
Horse.
Yeah, your voice sounded really hoarse. Like you were losing your voice.
Nah, it's just extremely hot.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Well,
still 25 degrees at fucking 11 o'clock at night.
We only got as high as 25 all day.
Now, fuck you.
I had to turn my AC off because it's too cold in my room.
Literally, we've kept everything off all day and just had the fans going. Try and keep cool as possible. Hey, Brenda. And the
Yeah,
worst
I'm
bit is, it gets hotter tomorrow and then hotter again on Tuesday.
Yeah, you're
It
supposed
doesn't
to
get any
get
freaking hotter.
35 or something, isn't it?
If I ever come to
Anywhere
the UK, I'm
between
bringing an
32
AC.
Yeah, 32 and 35 tomorrow, and 33 and 39 on Tuesday.
If I
We're
ever
down-
make it over there and I stay with you and Laura, I'm bringing an AC unit with me.
We're down.
Yeah, you'll probably get here and it'll be like middle of winter.
I'll stealth use it.
We're down to 20 at the moment. Well, the wind's dropped.
All right, filled up loads of bottles of water and put them in the freezer. Tomorrow they're going behind every fan.
The AC unit froze over again yesterday, so I tore it all apart and cleaned it again. Because it means that one of the filters was plugged up somewhere. And one filter was pretty plugged, so I tore it all apart and cleaned it. It's working great since then.
Has TJ been in the chat?
No,
I haven't
No.
seen him yet. No.
not this evening. I think he was this morning, but no.
Yeah. He messaged me and said, "What's the ruler about? What's the joke about the 10-inch ruler that they're not making any longer?" I was like, TJ, that's the freaking joke.
Yeah, I did a similar joke on him on Uncle Bill's.
Yeah, but he actually asked me the question about the joke with the joke in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't realize he asked you the actual fucking joke.
Yeah. And then I said, it's the 12-inch ruler, they're not making it any longer. He then went, "Oh, can you use any size?" I went, "Yeah, but the standard measurement of a ruler is 12-inch."
Wow.
Yeah, your standard like school ruler and shit you would get over here is always 12 inches.
Yeah, it's 12
Yeah.
inches over there. It's just a bit smaller than my middle wicket.
Sometimes you want to just squeeze the board.
What, round the neck? Simpson style. He's all right, isn't he? And Lance has asked me to make a song on Suno, but Suno's not letting me sign into my account.
Oh no.
I can make free songs, but he'd have to put the Suno link in it. If he's going to do that, he might as well just make it himself.
Mm.
I'll wait for the technical support.
Does he realize that you can make free ones? Maybe he didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Maybe he thought it had to be
Them
paid.
all the time.
Does he?
yeah. It's
maybe
just
he-
that I make paid for. I think he might want it for commercial use. To be honest, he'd be better off if he wants it for commercial use, just doing it himself, paying the $10 for the month, and then making his song and scrapping it off after a month. Because anything you make in that month is yours. You have commercial copyright and everything to it.
Okay, but when you do a Suno account, do you have to connect all your social media accounts to it so it
No.
knows?
No,
Well, how
No,
the fuck do they know who's using it then?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Because you could just make the song and
It's
give the file to anybody.
no, it's up to me. So I say like my song that I've got from a charity event. If somebody else used that and I saw it and I haven't given them permission, then I contact Suno and say, right, this is being used here, and then they'll do all the processing and stuff and have it
As
removed.
far as making it a copy, either making a copyright claim or remove.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, talk about copyright. Does Epic Sounds remove their copyright claim yet? Little pricks.
Apparently, a lot of people have been having issues with the epidemic sounds and copyright claims.
Yeah, they
Heard
just
that
keep.
quite a bit.
Yeah, it's on their songs on YouTube Studios. Nope, they're still claiming it.
Mm.
Well, we can't tell him now, Jim. You said that too late. He's been gone for about 5 minutes now?
Yeah.
He's got his phone on him though, Jim. You can call him. He put his phone around his neck before he left.
What
I don't
do
know
you
if
need?
I don't know if he'll hear his phone go off on the lawnmower, but
What Jim needs to
said,
do?
he said to tell Paul to wait a few hours till it cools down before he mows the lawn.
Paul ain't gonna listen.
But Paul said it was about to rain, so I don't know.
It ain't about the rain. Rain's
But by the
probably
time
2 hours away.
but by the time he put that in the chat, Paul had already been gone for
Yeah.
a few minutes. So
So when the nurse comes back in here, I'm gonna tell her get one of those little square pans, for all your junk. and all my little snacks here. I'm gonna keep the Glucerna I got to drink tonight. I'm gonna say put everything in there and take it and put it over there.
Right, got a question for you guys with YouTube copyright. So
Uh-huh.
they put a claim on a YouTube short, which they're not allowed to do because YouTube shorts get the music from YouTube themselves, which have, royalty-free rights to
Right.
use.
Up to a minute, yeah.
Yeah. So they put a claim on that, right? And I appealed it on the day, and 9 days have gone past, and they've not. Epidemic Sounds has not actually done anything about it. After the 30 days, what happens?
I don't know. I've never had that happen before. It might just fall off. I don't know. Because Epidemic Sound might have a certain amount of time to respond to it. And
Yeah,
if
it
they
says
don't,
30 days.
then it probably falls off if they don't respond within that 30 days.
It says if they don't take action in 30 days, then YouTube can take action against them.
Right.
Whether
So,
they would, I don't think they would, because Epidemic Sounds is obviously bigger than, I am.
yeah, but they're
It's just
probably
that I've actually made the video private until Epidemic Sounds take their copyright claim off it, because I don't agree with them
that might be your
monetizing
issue.
my fucking video.
That might be your issue is because it's set to private. Because now Epidemic Sounds can't see the video. So maybe they assumed you
Yeah,
removed
but
it.
it's private, so it's those with the link.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, you can't send out a link if a video is private. You can only do that if it's unlisted.
Yeah, unlisted.
When it's private, nobody can see it but you and YouTube. That's it.
It says private, only people with the link.
That should only be
only you and people you choose can see this video.
that's unlisted. Then.
Usually
That should be
unlisted.
yeah.
Unlisted is usually the way of
Yeah, I used to
send-
send the private ones out and they
links.
told me it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
But
I've
see-
always sent unlisted.
Yeah, because I've had people send me links of private videos and it didn't work, and I had to call them and say, "Hey, you need to switch it to unlisted." Like when Matt was having me look at some of his videos before
Right,
he
I'll
made
put it
them
on
public.
unlisted anyway.
Because Matt did that. He sent me some links to his dad's video that he had did before he made it public. And I said, "Oh, it's not letting it go through because you have it set to private." He had to go in and put it as unlisted. But unlisted doesn't even guarantee nobody will see it, because there's been times where, like again with Matt, he put a video out that was unlisted, and all of a sudden he went back. We were talking about it one night, and he was like, "Yeah, I put that video up as unlisted. Let's go in and check." He's like, "I'll send you the link." He sent me the link, and I click on it, and all these people had commented on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "I didn't send the link to anybody." But yet all these people were commenting. He double checked it was set to unlisted, but yet all these people still saw it on YouTube and were commenting on it.
Yeah.
And I've seen that happen more than one time.
He said he used to send you videos to look at before he put them out.
Yeah, it was some of the stuff he did for his dad after his dad passed away.
Okay, because I was gonna say that would explain why his channel's so little.
No, he did a memorial video for his dad after he passed away. It was a while after his dad passed away.
Boy, that girl Madison Allworth on Fox, she could rub me down.
Mm-hmm.
Let her shave my neck. God darn it. The girl, she's so pretty. Got that perm hair that comes down. She's Italian. She's got that really curly hair. Brown hair, brown eyes, and she is like smoking hot.
I mean, he's got a pretty decent sized yard, Randy. He's got a pretty big front yard and backyard. Plus, he mows the side yard next to his house because it's the school's yard that's in between. Because there's like this entrance that goes in between his and his neighbor's yard that goes to a fence that goes into the schoolyard, and they don't always mow it.
And he's going over
consistently.
and mows the schoolyard on the summertime.
Yeah, he's done that before too. But he does do that little section between the houses too sometimes, because they don't always trim it when it needs to be.
Well, ain't that a sucker punch?
Yep.
Tomorrow, yeah, they're expecting 33 to 35 with 0 mile an hour winds and
Mm.
gusts of 0.
Yeah.
You might as well just put us in a fucking oven.
That's the problem when you're in a house too and you don't really have AC and it's hot like that. By the time it even gets remotely even comfortable in the house, here comes the morning again. It starts all
Yeah.
over again. And then sometimes you
As-
don't even get a
As the
break at night.
lowest temperature is going to be 23 degrees, I ain't imagine it being very comfortable tonight.
Oh yeah, and then like I was about to say, sometimes you don't even get a break at nighttime. It'll just still be hot.
I might just sleep in the shower with the water.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Uh,
I've done that before.
is Jim behind in the? Hold on, Jim, refresh the stream. I think he's behind in the stream because he just answered me about Paul.
Yeah.
The worst bit is I've got a massive tub of ice cream. I don't want to use it until tomorrow.
See, I think he
Mm.
was a few minutes behind, and he thought Paul was there, and he wasn't. I don't know.
No, we
Must
don't do AC over here. We do
No, we
DC.
don't do AC either.
No, we just do DC.
Fuck that shit. Well, they cost the land
That
of the
went
free
over.
and AC.
That probably went over everyone's head. We don't do AC. We just do DC. AC, DC.
Thank you.
Nah, dude, I can't. Nah, I couldn't sit in a house without AC. Fuck that.
We do have an air conditioning unit that's supposed to thingy, but it's not very good.
Piece of
Like I
piss.
said, they've installed it and it blows straight up against the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, does it do anything though? Or does it help at least a little bit?
Yeah, it blows straight against the wall.
Not many people. Not many people have AC over here.
I
No.
thought you guys bought a portable AC unit like a year or two ago. I could have swore you guys did.
We got that thing over there, that AC unit or dehumidifier, which does great dehumidifying, but it's shite at AC. It just munches your electric.
Some people do. It's not mandatory that we have AC. People have AC. I don't.
Shit, Randy, I got both. I got central air and window unit. Fuck that.
You can buy them and put them in, but no, just not me. I don't have a heater either.
That is one thing that's kind of more of a US thing. They've always said that we're more into the air conditioning
Yeah, we
over
are
here
different. We are
than
different,
other
Randy.
countries.
You just get used to it.
No, ain't no getting used to fucking swamp ass. I would say AC is probably more standard over there where you guys are at though than like England though, right? Because I know Matt's house has AC. He has central air.
He might. Yeah. As I said, some places do, some places don't. It's not mandatory to have one. Maybe if you're building a new house, yeah, you can throw it in, but I haven't been bothered adding to it. It's only, 3 or 4 months of the year.
Yeah.
You just tolerate it. And I think summer is easier because in winter you've got to layer, 7 or 8 layers of clothing.
Oh, Jim was behind in the
either.
Jim was behind in the stream.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, good. Yeah, I pulled the wrong cable on the micro on the table and pulled out the microphone.
Oh, what a
Oops.
pity.
Right, everyone in the chat, take care. Because I'm
Bye.
going over the other side of the room. I'll
See
still
ya.
talk to you guys, but I'm going other side of the room to sit with a fan.
Okay.
Bye.
See you on the other side then.
Yeah, there's going to be like
Yes.
a fight now between me and the birds.
Hold on. Are you leaving the stream?
No, I'm leaving, staying on Zoom, but I won't be able to see the chat.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Randy, to answer your question, minimum temperature
Jamie then.
that we get to is about
So they can hear
28 Fahrenheit. Maximum in winter is probably about 45 to 50. And in in summer, minimums are around 75, 80, and the maximum can get upwards of 115.
Yeah, dude, I
that
could
answers your
not
question,
sit in the
Randy.
house at 115 without AC.
No, not 115 inside, but 115 outside. Probably about 100 and probably about 95 to 100 inside.
That's still too hot. Fuck that.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
I'll go sit in the fucking car all day with the air conditioner running at that point.
It's just
Mommy,
29. It's 29 degrees in this flat.
No, nothing.
God damn, I'm gonna have to fucking take an AC through customs with me if I go visit all you.
Yeah.
see me getting off the plane with a big ass AC.
Yeah, don't forget to bring the nuclear reactor to power it,
Yeah.
because our electricity is fucking expensive.
Yeah,
UK
most of us are bred differently, yeah.
UK customs would wonder why I'm bringing a generator and an AC unit.
Oh, the
through
humidity can be anywhere between 50 and 90, depending on what time of the year.
It is currently 98 here, and it ain't fucking raining. So what the hell's going on?
28. It's only 23 in the house.
Well, I know here when it rains, it's a little nicer. It will cool off a little bit, but the minute those clouds move, whew,
Yeah,
that sun
that
comes out and
happens in
starts
January here.
yeah, the sun comes out, start beating the shit out of that humidity.
Exactly.
And June is not our hottest month. Usually it's July and August. But
Yeah, that's the
As
problem.
of January and February, yeah. Well, mainly, we do get a stray one in November and December.
Yeah, this has been our hottest June on record.
Oh, we haven't had our hottest. Our hottest month was February 2009, and we
Do
haven't
you
even
know
got close to that since.
Do you know how hot it is over here?
Yeah,
Tree in Chalkwell, just up the road from us, got so hot it buckled and snapped and killed a kid.
oh no.
Oh, what buckled and snapped?
The tree.
Tree.
Oh wow.
Still
It just
free.
literally just gave up. It was like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
I don't know. Didn't it kill 3?
Call 3.
It says I only knew one of
No,
one.
3.
3.
3 trapped.
There was 5 trapped, 1 killed.
No,
All right.
Oh, well, it's saying 3.
Let me have a look.
Wait,
Oh no, those things suck. Dusty.
What, vacuum cleaners?
No.
Yeah.
That link he put in there, the Arctic Air little units from as seen on TV. Dude, go
Oh,
watch
no.
any review on those things. They are horrible.
Yeah.
ASOT, yeah.
Those things don't do shit. You'll feel it about 2 inches in front of the machine, and that's it. It's like a
There you
little
go.
wannabe air conditioner.
People tried to lift tree that fell and killed girl.
I mean, if you're gonna get an air conditioner, like a portable or a window unit, you might as well spend $150, $200. Just buy one and get a real AC.
Right. So the 7-year-old girl's died. A 6-year-old child is critically injured, and 3 are minor injuries.
What page are you reading? The start.
BBC. And
Um,
he's been big news down here because obviously it's literally 2 minutes up the road from us.
He's not on the panel right at the moment, Brenda. He's got his camera and mic shut off. But I will relay it if he's not looking at the chat. when
Who's
he comes
that?
back. Joe.
Joe. He was eating, wasn't he?
I don't know, was he?
Birds.
No, that was David. Joe's the one in hospital.
No, the one where I got
I'm
birds.
listening.
David's the one that's got birds.
Oh, Brenda said, Captain Joe, I know, and
Going to fight
your
birds.
surgery will go well.
Thank you, Brenda. I think it will.
Yeah, can you actually hear the birds?
No.
No, can
Oh,
hear you.
we heard that one then. We heard a chirrup.
I know Randy,
That's Dominic and Rio having an argument.
dude, Randy, kids are fucking weird these days. I'll be at the high schools or the middle schools, and I'll see these kids coming out, and it'll be like 100 degrees outside, and they'll fucking be walking out in sweatshirts. And I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts. I'd be having a goddamn heat stroke.
That's nothing. They're walking around in anoraks here.
Dude, no, I can't walk out in the heat. Like I take a sweatshirt with me when I'm on the bus, even when it's hot out, because when we turn the AC on the bus, me and the driver, we turn it on full blast and leave it, because it's like one of those things, like you can either be cold, but there is no in between. You can't like have it half on or shut it off for a few minutes, and because it just warms up too quick. So you have to just leave it on full blast all the time. And it will get a little chilly in there, and I'll use my sweatshirt when I'm in the bus, but not when I'm outside of it. Because, I mean, if you look at a bus, there's like no fucking insulation on it. It's just metal tube.
Yeah. I thought
Thin
they had
walls.
white roofs to reflect the heat.
I mean, they do, but that only does so much. That's why I said there's no insulation in the roof and the walls. I mean, they're so thin that, you know, you have to keep that AC on full blast. Because I had the kids ask me, can you turn it down? No, sorry. Bring a sweatshirt. Put your sweatshirt on, because
You've
we
just
can't
moaned
turn it
about the
on.
kids coming out of school in sweatshirts. Now you're all getting on your bus, for God's sake.
Yeah, when they're on the bus.
Yeah, but you told them to.
No, I didn't tell them to do it. I told them they can wear it when they're on the bus. I think they're nuts when they're walking around outside in 90-degree weather.
Best thing for you to drink on a hot day is a hot cup of tea.
Oh, hell no. I'd drink some Gatorade.
No, hot tea makes the inside of you warm, so the outside feels cooler.
Yep. Hot drink on a hot day cools you down.
Yeah, but a hot beverage just doesn't mentally feel or sound good when you're in heat. That'd be like me drinking a hot cup of like hot chocolate during the middle of summer. No.
I got about 8
Yeah.
cups of tea today.
It does.
I want something ice cold. Preferably with crushed ice so I can sit and chew on it.
Yeah.
But
My
then
room is
the inside of it gets colder and the outside feels even hotter.
my room has stayed a steady like 69, 70 degrees.
Oh, great.
Good for you.
And that's a warm day for us.
They got the nurses coming in to take my blood pressure, and they'll say, "Boy, your room is the coldest out here." So I tell them, shut my door.
Randy's disputing your claims there, Mark. He's saying, no way in hell that's true.
No, it is true.
It is.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
are you just tricking your brain into thinking you're cooler?
No.
No,
It works. That's medical fact.
medical fact.
Yeah, okay. So if you're outside of your body, say, let's just say, for example, is 100
Doesn't
degrees,
make-
right?
No.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't make a difference to your body temperature as in general, yeah. But because you're bringing your inner temperature nearer to the outer temperature, your body doesn't have to overcompensate to keep you cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Hence, you don't sweat as much.
Yeah.
Oh, as guys, we always overcompensate, but that's not the point.
Yeah. We're
Not
famous for
that
overcompensating.
We know about you compensating.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I just to me, just a hot drink doesn't sound, just mentally does not sound appetizing or desirable when it's that hot out. Whether that's a fact or not, I don't know.
We have serious question and answer about how this act went ahead and was broadcast in the way that it was, and the culture secretary will be
Warren, that sounds like some British wizardry going on over there.
Mm, Australian wizardry as well.
There's some Harry Potter shit going on over
Yeah.
there. Oh yeah, Arnold Palmer's are good, Jim. Half iced tea, half lemonade. Those are good. I actually make my own when I go to Walmart. I'll buy like a gallon of tea and a gallon of lemonade and just mix it.
Fizzy iced tea. Mm.
No, not fizzy. Lemonade's not
Lemonade
fizzy.
fizzy.
Yeah,
Hey,
lemonade's
oh,
not fizzy.
Lemonade here is fizzy.
Lemonade.
not here.
Anything that's aid is a fizzy drink.
No, lemonade's not doesn't have any kind of fizz in it here.
Oh, for
You
God's
got,
Lemon-
no, you got no fizz.
Well, that's lemon juice, not lemonade. A lemon
What's
cordial.
what's the deal with this? This is something new. Lemonade,
Lemonade,
has,
it has the same consistency as drinking iced tea, just different taste.
Yeah,
It
so
doesn't.
That's what I
Lemon
You're
drink,
talking
lemonade
now.
and-
When you guys are talking fizzy, are you talking like soda fizzy?
yeah.
No, lemonade does not have any kind of
Yes, it
carbonation
does.
in it.
Then
Not
it's
over
not
here, it
lemonade.
doesn't.
there, not over here.
That's a cordial, not lemonade.
Fizzy over here.
Lemon juice.
Well, it is a lemon juice, but it has like sugar and different stuff in it.
Of course
But it
is.
doesn't
It's sugary.
taste like you're drinking straight lemon though. It's just a nice light lemon taste.
Yeah, it's got water in it, but not fizzy water. So it's a cordial.
Well, I guess our terms are different. 'Cause
Mm.
if you said cardio over here, nobody would know what the fuck you're talking
Yeah, I was
about.
like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah. Well, you don't know what cordial is either.
Oh, for God's sake.
God.
If I was
What's
you,
going
Justin, I
on
wouldn't
here?
come over here. You'd be
You know what a
fucked.
cardio is if you're falling out and your heart's not working?
That's cardio, not cordial.
Cordial.
See, I couldn't tell if that was an A or an O the way y'all talk.
Cordial.
Cordial.
You can't spell that
Huh?
shit.
That's fine.
Cordial.
Yeah, that's a whole different. Now it's a whole different. But I was thinking you're saying cardio with the A.
No. No,
was thinking,
cordia.
Open your mouth. Say it again.
As in Anton Cardia.
Yeah.
Just put up his streams coming out. He's gonna have a live in 30 minutes. There's another one of them depressing ones.
Fizzy water.
It says
Sparkling
some
water.
rose-colored
No, no,
glasses.
no. Fizzy water with a.
I appreciate you
It's not all
Here we
rose-colored
go.
glasses.
using
I'm
me.
gonna. I'm getting ready for another roast.
You got wedged tonight, right?
No, actually, he's got the night off.
Good. Waiting,
Yeah, but
waiting for Paul
I'm
to say,
saving it up.
who are you going to tonight? Like he does every Sunday.
Me,
Well,
I'm not going anywhere tonight.
I'm guessing if Wedgie's not coming on, I'll do one.
Yeah, Art will probably go on. Yeah.
Oh Lord. I know it's like I said, Dre said it's not all rose-colored glasses. So I guess it's gonna be a slow, dry, depressing stream by Dre.
Yeah, to slow burn.
Yeah.
And it's just a Walmart brand, Jim, that they have at Walmart. They sell tea and lemonade in the gallons and half gallons.
What gets me is they ask me if I want orange. They want orange juice, all the different drinks, right? They say, do you want tea or do you want Sprite? I don't want the Sprites and all of that. Do you want lemonade? It said lemonade. It says lemonade 8 ounce, right? I'll show you the 8 ounce cup. That ain't 8 ounces.
No.
And it's just like the iced tea was in it, the lemonade's in it. So they just pour it in it.
Well, that's why I was saying when you said Sprite before, that was lemonade. Because over
Oh.
here, Sprite is a lemonade with a dash of lime in it.
Right.
It's a fizzy
But
lemon
the Sprite
drink.
was in little cans.
Mm. Yeah.
I told my daughter, just take them home. After I get settled, get them home. I'll throw some real shit in it, make it taste better.
Yeah, they just mixers.
I'll mix it. I'll have something to mix.
Oh yeah, Sprite's good.
It's almost the same as 7-Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Justin coming over here.
No,
Just to see his face when he orders something, he gets something completely fucking different.
I
Yeah.
probably would.
Mm-hmm. Verification
So I'm gonna
message.
take David out as my
And
personal
then we
shopper.
can then we can take Justin to a traditional Australian Japanese restaurant.
I'm never gonna let that go, ever. Matt should have took
I
Dennis
know.
to a local spot with local cuisine, and he takes him to a fucking Japanese restaurant in Australia.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If I come over there, I want to go try some of the local spots that the tourists don't go to.
A fish and chip shop. Yeah.
Whatever, yeah. Like if I came over to England, I'd want to go try your local spots. I wouldn't want to go to like chain type restaurants or stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'd take you down Fletcher Road in Preston. That's a local spot.
I mean,
You're not sure you'll like when you get down there, but
well, what sucks is when you go to places like
you
that and
get
you
stuck
actually
down
try
there.
it. Yeah, but what sucks is you might find something you really like and then you'll never get it again.
A proper roast beef Sunday lunch.
Yeah, we do pretty good ones here too.
Well, technically, Warren, if you think about it, Warren beer was kind of normal back in the day.
Yep. All real ale should be at room temperature. It should not be cold.
I mean, think back in the cowboy days, right? And the bars back then, that shit wasn't refrigerated.
Warren is asking David and Mark, what's that eel dish you get out of the Thames River?
Oh, jelly deals.
Salmonella food poisoning. I won't fucking touch anything out of the Thames. I've seen what's in there.
Yeah, I know. There are some places I'd do that with too.
That is fucking disgusting.
What is?
And Jim said he eats lemons and limes like oranges. Oh,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I'd eat lemons, yeah, but not limes. I can't do limes.
oh no, I can't just eat a lemon and a lime like that.
I can eat onion like an apple.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like
Jim says, Warren, every time I see Thames, I think of the Benny Hill show.
That's because that was Thames TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that little graphic at the start. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was the name of the television company that produced it.
Yeah. Yeah, orange juice I can't get my head around either. I'm not an orange juice person.
Because why does he have to be there in the back and he's the welcoming committee? In the
I like
back,
pear juice.
Yeah.
Patient guy.
Hey,
And blueberry juice is nice.
Yeah, it's
No,
not
there's
bad.
nothing like fresh orange juice, Dusty.
yeah, that's good.
This weather's got to Laura's head. She's playing Sims and she's got a thunderstorm going off. So all you can hear from the other room is
Brenda's always got a thunderstorm between her ears.
Brenda,
Say
you mean
Brenda?
Laura?
I didn't say Brenda. I said Brenda.
Yeah, drugs are getting to Joe.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, got you
Sorry,
again.
Brenda. I was thinking Laura.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck's he talking about, Brenda?
Yeah, I didn't mean that, Brenda.
yeah. Don't take none of that shit from Joe Branda. Go and kick his ass.
You could
Yeah,
get mad at me.
Benny Hill was
I haven't
good.
had any drugs.
Warren said Benny
Drugs.
Hill.
That's the worst part about it.
I walk back there.
Warren said Benny Hill used to be on PBS in the United States until they realized it was Benny Hill.
Sorry, Brenda.
Now that's good television.
Hmm.
I knew I said the wrong name, but I didn't get the right laugh.
And before Benny Hill, there was Dick Emery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another great program.
The cover for
Mm.
breakfast with Sunday school. He was
Hey,
like,
Justin.
"Well, be as-
So nurse came in just now. She looked at all my stuff I got up here. And she
Uh-huh.
said, what are you going to eat before the night? So what I'm taking everything up.
I was like, and
I said, just leave me the water and just take that. So she took all the snacks, you know.
Before then, I had been told
I
Donna.
said, that's good. I
Told
got
you they
to
were-
Now 90% of the hospital's getting a snack tonight. They took all jobs.
Go talk to Eddie. Where was you get up?
She's out in the hallway eating all of them.
Staff canteen's full.
No, I tell you what, see, this is the problem.
They were in the
I've got
north side.
cravings going on right now, right?
He was in the north side.
Like, when I do get home,
Okay, and
that's
I
why
said,
I want to get home too. If I make something, I'm going to load it with jalapenos and everything.
Ice cream with tomato sauce on.
I said, what all needs
Anything.
Oh.
and a pair of socks.
Hey, don't knock it. It's not that bad.
Mark, do you have tomato sauce butties?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stu. Laura's like, it's disgusting.
And brown
Oh.
sauce. Brown sauce.
Brown
butties as
sauce,
well.
tomato sauce, salad cream, bits of sauce that will go on a
Yeah.
butty.
Yeah, wait till Joe's knocked out and they do like House did in the show, and they go where he's going into the coma patient's room stealing their food.
Oh,
Now,
every,
why they were bringing coma patients food, I don't know, but it was
every now and
funny.
again, when I'm getting something out of the fridge, I squirt some salad cream into my hand and just eat it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
Sounds
like like eating a spoonful of mayonnaise, only it's salad cream, which is nicer.
Yeah. Mayonnaise is disgusting.
It's like mayonnaise with vinegar in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat mayonnaise straight with vinegar in it.
Until you've tasted salad cream, don't knock it. It's
Well,
nice.
I've had sour cream here, but I know what you're talking about. But that mayonnaise with lemon juice in it, I guess the way y'all make it different.
No, he's not. He's made, but there are other ingredients in it. And it ain't as eggy as mayonnaise.
Sour cream's good.
I didn't say sour cream. I said salad
Salad.
cream.
Salad. SALAD.
Oh, I know. It's
Oh,
Miracle Whip.
is it Miracle Whip?
No, salad cream.
I guess it could be, but it's salad cream over here.
Well, Miracle Whip over here, people use it as a mayonnaise, but technically it is a salad like cream dressing.
All right.
But
It's
it's more
tang-
marketed towards mayonnaise.
It's
Right.
But it's just-
tangier.
Yes, and it's disgusting. I hate it.
No,
Mm.
Ugh.
I don't think it's the same stuff. Because
It's-
salad cream is unique to the UK.
Oh, you can find salad cream here, but it's been imported.
Heinz do it. Heinz is probably
Find
the
salad
best.
cream.
Heinz and Branwell's in.
Yeah,
Aldi,
Heinz. They're the ones
Tesco's.
that make Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
That shit is gross.
Yeah.
It's like it's like if salad dressing and mayonnaise had a fucked up baby.
There is
You
no
got a point.
link salad cream and mayonnaise. They are two different condiments, and mayonnaise should not go anywhere near my food.
No, I don't like mayonnaise. It's too bland.
It's too French.
Yeah, exactly. Warren Miracle Whip is an
Yeah, French.
abomination.
Yeah, mayonnaise is too French. They can pack it in.
Mm.
I like dipping my
You know-
French fries in mayonnaise.
Yeah.
That's actually a popular thing over here.
It
Well,
is over
yeah.
here as well, but only because
Yeah.
of you. Same as putting cheese on chips.
Yeah, have you seen the craze that's going on in McDonald's? People dipping the McDonald's fries into fucking milkshake. Just pack it in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been popular over here for years.
Yeah, you put it
decades.
in the McFlurry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's ice cream.
yeah. You dip it in you dip your salty fries in the ice cream.
God.
Well, I mean, it kind of does. It is a thing because you think about a lot of people do like sweet and salty stuff together. So I've tried it multiple times. Not a big fan of it. I don't think it's all that great. It's not disgusting, but it's just not. I wouldn't go out of my way to do that.
If you get Cheetos over there, don't you?
Get what?
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Yeah, Cheetos. Yeah,
Yeah. If you can get the big
It's an
ones,
American brand.
the Cheeto Giants.
The red
You
hot
get-
flavour.
No, but you can get the cheese ones, right? Put them in a bowl and drizzle chocolate sauce over the top of them.
Talking
Yeah.
about Cheeto Puffs, big puffy ones.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then just dribble loads of chocolate sauce over the top of them. Mm-hmm.
That's like chocolate covered bacon. I've had that. That was really good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Chocolate
'Cause it
covered
was
bacon.
It was a real salty, sweet taste. Just like a lot of people like chocolate covered pretzels, chocolate covered peanuts.
Yep.
Welcome back, Paul. We've destroyed your show with disgusting products.
I
That's
prefer
all right.
my bacon to be not and certainly not smoked.
I just like
Eat smoked bacon, it tastes like you're eating kippers.
One more to go, going to bed now.
I just like standard. I don't like the sweet bacons. Like I'm not big on the maple bacon and stuff like that. I like regular.
David, do you eat that? What is it, Marmite or whatever that is?
I don't touch Marmite. Do not come anywhere near me with it. And don't do Vegemite either.
Vegemite. Yeah, that's Dominic's favorite.
I still haven't opened my jar of Vegemite. But I do like Marmite.
Well, Dominic is Vegemite like Marmite or just a different?
Yeah, just similar, but slightly different ingredients.
Well,
It's a little bit.
Vegemite actually started from Marmite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is a little bit different in taste.
Yeah.
Well, that's what probably Joe should get a couple of spoonfuls of that before midnight, right?
Yeah.
No, because he ain't gonna digest it in time.
Yeah. But Vegemite and Marmite should be held in canisters over bank doors. So when the bank gets robbed, you drop it down on the robber, and the robber won't be able to go anywhere because it'll just be glued to the floor.
Dude, I'll tell you, when I opened that jar of Vegemite, just the smell alone made me gag.
Really?
Yes, the dog didn't even want to smell it. He did this like brrr with his lips and then like did this like gagging thing and then walked away. He didn't even want none of it.
Hold it to a cat and watch him go fucking nuts.
Dominic eats it by the spoonful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reason Dominic eats it is because now the cats won't go near his food.
Speaking of brands being different in the country, if that's what you're talking about, Jim, Hellman's is actually Best Foods on the West Coast.
All right.
Hellman's mayonnaise.
Yes, Hellman's is the
Hellman's
brand
is
over
over
here.
here.
But on the West Coast, it's the same exact company, but it's called Best Foods.
Hey,
What's the
Joe-
jingle? Something about Hellman's and bring on the best.
Hey,
Something
Joe,
like that,
I don't
yeah.
know, can
In
you
both
see
ways.
the chat? Jim sent you a chat because Captain Joe, I'll be thinking of you tomorrow morning, buddy. Can't wait for you to come out and come on stream and say everything went fine.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just
But
like
don't forget if the operation's a success, don't forget to put your makeup on. Gotta go the full hog.
Just like Carl's Jr. on the West Coast and Hardee's on the East Coast. Same company.
Yep, tomorrow morning's the big day for Joe.
I'm not really I don't really have a preference in mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is mayonnaise to me, Warren. I don't care if it's Kraft or Hellman's. I don't really give a shit.
I get Blue Plate. That's
Not-
the one
not
here in Louisiana.
Do either of you guys eat cream cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had Blue
Yeah.
Plate.
Yeah,
Like I said, I don't.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia cream cheese. Yep.
Yeah.
You got to get the Creole cream cheese made here in Louisiana. A couple of grocery stores make it.
Oh,
And
they
they put
make
it in
their
little-
own?
Yeah, they make their
Upper-
own little pint things. It's like a cottage cheese thing, but it's the cream cheese in the same size. It's got a little bit of cream and it's got the cheese and all of that in there, and it's great.
They're taking it from the upper part of his leg,
I
Randy.
can't get you. Look. Oh, you little fucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
What off your hip is it where they're taking the
off the side of my leg.
side
Yeah,
of the
because
leg?
they can't take it off his ass because he's got to sit on it.
I just told my ex, I texted my ex, I said, why can't I get Brittany to go check on my dogs twice a day? What's she doing? I said, because I can't depend on her. I said, I'm probably going to do home health now and all of this. She come back and she goes, I'm going to start making her do this. You got to go to rehab.
Yep, you've got to give that drug problem up.
It's ridiculous. No reason why she can't take off twice a day for about 15 minutes to check on the dogs.
Yeah.
It take 30 minutes of her time twice.
What was when she was growing up? Was she always not very responsible or dependable?
Once she got into high school,
Yeah, it sucks that Justin ain't there no more.
All women do that when they become teenagers.
Yeah.
Jim wanted to know if you got his phone call. Paul.
No, I didn't.
When I was hospitalized and in rehab, I put my dogs in the kennel. That shit's expensive though, Warren. Especially since he's got 3 of them. But that's like kind of the downside of having pets though, is they're like having a child, you know, small child.
Yep.
Cats, I would say, are a little bit better because they can go days without anybody really having to check on them. But dogs have to be constantly checked on, like small children. Cats, you just go fill their, give them enough food and water and clean out their litter box. They're good for a few days. And you can go back and do it again. Watch NBC. Why? What's going on NBC?
Jim, I tried to call you back on that number, that phone call that I got from you at 6 o'clock, and it says the number you have reached is no longer in service.
Are you
It's
sure
7
there's
o'clock.
something? You said that it was happening when you tried to call me too. Are you sure there's not something wrong with your phone?
I don't think so.
Like you're receiving calls, but you can't make outgoing calls?
Metro PCS.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're receiving calls, but you're not able to make outgoing calls, which is weird. But I have seen that happen before with
Paid
people's
your bill.
phones.
Yeah,
No,
I'm on
'cause
auto pay. It gets paid.
Yeah, but if he didn't pay it, he wouldn't have been able to get Jim's call though. But I
No.
have seen where people have had issues with the phones where they've been able to receive calls but not make outgoing calls. That is a glitch that does pop up every great once in
Yeah.
a while.
Over here, if you don't pay, they cut your calls, outgoing calls off first, and then later do your incoming calls.
Yeah.
Oh no, over here, if you don't pay by the exact date, that's just everything gets cut off. Your text messaging, everything. And then some, I know Metro used to have like a 10-day grace period they'd give you if you were like, didn't have the money right away. They used to have a grace period they'd give you. It was like 10 days or something. They'd let you go past your billing date.
Be careful. That's all I can tell you. It's too damn warm. All right, bye.
To replay this message, press 1. To delete,
Yeah, that'd have been. Yeah, you didn't really have a choice, Warren, on that, I guess.
Save. New message.
Hey, Mark, the local council put a bus stop in. Yeah, and the moment they removed the cones, the first bus to pull up at it knocked it over. And it was one of them new ones, you know, with the digital screens.
Yeah.
Completely ripped it out. There goes 60 grams worth. I want to get one of them screens.
Was it JC Deso that put yours in?
I'm not sure. It's
It probably would be because they do that
AdServe.
over here too.
Yeah, AdServe, I think they're called. But they put them in on behalf of the council.
Oh,
They
dude, that
claim,
hamburger was good.
yeah, they claim that the bus stop was not overhanging the road. I think it bloody well was. And the fact they put it on a bend.
That hamburger hit the spot.
Good.
Wait up, have you just eaten an hamburger?
No, about 10, 15 minutes ago while I was talking to you guys, I was eating.
I was going to say, you didn't even stop talking to eat it. Like, yeah, continued.
Yeah, I was fucking hungry, dude. I haven't eaten nothing since early this morning. I say I usually don't eat 3 times a day. I usually eat breakfast and dinner, or I'll eat lunch and dinner. A lot of times Sarah has to remind me to go eat because I'll sit there all day and not eat nothing. She'll come in and ask me, "Did you eat anything today?" No, and then she'll go out and make me something.
The only thing I've been doing is drinking all day.
Yeah, you sitting in a hot ass house sweating, you better stay hydrated.
It's all right. I'm on my last can of Dr. Pepper, and then I've got to turn to water. Boom. Roll on Thursday.
I've had about 8 or 9 cups of tea.
All right, Warren, we'll see you later, man.
Later, Warren. God darn it hurts.
Make sure you pick up yours and the dog shit out of the neighbor's yard. Said him and the dog both got to take a shit.
Joe, your leg hurts from the injections or what?
I don't have any injections.
No, but you got that swishing thing going on it.
No, it's every 2 hours. It's just the way this leg's sitting. It's just the way the blood's flowing certain into the ankle right now.
Oh, okay.
It's like, God darn it.
Well, with all the blood clots it's been pulling out, you're probably starting to get a little bit better blood flow now.
Yeah, guarantee you. They changed that container, that bag this morning, and it's half full already. Said basically all it does is just cleans everything out so nothing can like no scabs, anything can form to keep it fresh, you know.
They're drink.
To keep it sterilized, just so that when they go in it tomorrow, they'll have a clean wound. Then they'll dress it up and then they'll do the thing. I think, see, if they would have taken a piece off my butt, I'd go get me a little tattoo of an ass down there and say, kiss it. Like I said, the blessing is there's no tendon or muscle damage. It's just the skin
Yeah.
that damaged.
Yeah, just skin.
You got what, like 6 hours before you cut off?
Yeah, about 12 hours 12 hours I'm on my way. I'll make sure I'll get a pain pill about 10 o'clock at night. That way I'll sleep good. I'll tell you one thing that really kind of makes me wonder about this. In the last few weeks since Justin left, and I've been over by Brittany's a few times, my ex and I have been talking a lot better. But there's a bridge there. Ain't no bridges. There's just nothing. She's two more to the left. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
She's
Jody
too
said
far
you
left
don't need
from
no damn paid pill. You're a Marine.
Marines take morphine too. You got to realize, as bad as this has been, it's not really hurt me that much, except for certain times. So I'm knowing my pain tolerance is working. But he's just scared. He's got the crap scared out of me about that taking that layer of skin off. They told me it's going to feel like a brush burn.
Don't overthink it though.
Well, I know, but he's telling me, just imagine what those white men used to do. They used to want to die when they peel the skin off. Thank you. Good bedside manner, huh?
Yeah, but I think there's a difference in peeling one little layer of skin off than taking your damn entire layer of skin off.
Just like sunburn when the blisters burst.
I'm sure it didn't feel like a slight sunburn when they took the scalp off of a dude's head.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Kim, the nurse, like I told you the other day, and she said it's going to feel really bad, and you're going to have pain medication. She goes, it is that bad for a couple of days.
Yep.
And she said the only way we can stop it is we have to actually give it a shot in the deadened area. Because if we give you a narco or something like that, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you just got to give it a few days for that top layer to start drying up and healing back up.
Well, the good news is they're gonna have it bandaged, you know.
Think
That's
yourself
the good
lucky
news.
you don't have a tattoo, Joe.
I have a tattoo.
What? On your leg where they're peeling from?
No, I don't think they would peel over a tattoo.
No.
And just in case they can't take it from your leg, make sure you clean your ass properly when you got next go to the toilet.
I know.
Mhm.
Because when I had my arm scalded as a child, that's where they wanted to take it off me. And my parents refused to let them do it.
Well, they want to take it off your backside?
Yep.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense though, because that's where you got a good, nice big layer of skin it.
Yeah, but they had, for me, they wanted to
Either that or your back.
From my shoulder all the way down to my wrist was skinless from being scalded. Or they thought it was going to be skinless. It was.
Well, I'll know when I wake up tomorrow how it's gonna be.
Well, it's going to be when you wake up and after about a couple hours when the anesthesia wears off.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be kind of out of it for the first probably hour or so.
I'll be honest with you. Maybe they ought to do a nerve block again like they did, you know?
How long do they say the operation is going to take?
They didn't tell me.
Okay.
But she said, she put it, she said, we might be able to get you home Tuesday. That's what she said originally. Get me
Yeah.
home.
Paul, it's 5 minutes to cut, about 2 hours to tuck it in.
Yeah.
And then they're just not going to release him right away. They got to stick him in bed, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Monday morning at 6 o'clock. And they're talking 7 o'clock. And they're talking about I might be able to go home Tuesday.
They won't let you go home until it starts healing.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm
they-
thinking, that's why I'm thinking the further we go into it, like if they don't let me go home till Wednesday or go to the unit till Wednesday, then I've got like 1 day to get everything done, get it right back out to the school. That's why this home health is starting to look better. Because believe me,
You can see
At
Joe
home,
making his recovery
time
now.
I'm gonna
Just to
get
get
up-
out.
is if I got to make something to eat, and most of it I can make in the microwave or in the air fryer.
Well, you got
Oh,
a
I got-
whole bunch of groceries at home, right?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of cans of soup that I could open up. All I
Yeah.
gotta do is make a couple of cups of rice, and I got okra and tomatoes and everything. I can make all of that. So I got a lot of stuff that I could make and have it in there and just get a little bit at a time. So it's not like I got to keep doing it, right?
Yeah. But Joe, while you've been in there, we've had your microwave removed for crimes against tea.
Yeah.
For crimes against humanity.
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 But I think I'll be honest with you, from my side, I think me being at my house with my dogs,
You recover a lot
I
faster.
think it would be better for me.
Yep.
It will.
I'm not worrying about them. And they come every day to check the dressings and all of that, you know?
Yep.
The only thing I would say is when you get home, just be careful because when I'm jump like shit when they see you.
Oh, I know, but I'm gonna tell them, back up, you know?
Yeah.
When I had the
It'd
walker
be like
in there,
having a second skin graft.
well, when I did the walker in there, when I walked around with the knees like that, as soon as I bring the walker in, they back off. I say, you gotta back up. Like that.
Randy
And I said, wait
said-
till I sit down. And they'll sit over there. As soon as I sit down, they'll run over to me.
The only bad part about going home, Joe, is you got to climb a stairs to get up to your apartment, right?
Paul, the stairs are irrelevant. You know, you're thinking that. But remember, I work DMS. You can get anybody upstairs on 1 foot.
You not have an elevator?
No.
No.
I can get up and they said if it's 2 days later, I can still put a little bit of weight on it. And getting up the stairs isn't going to be the problem.
I wonder
Yes.
if you can get a EMS transport to your house and have them help you up the stairs just to be on the safe side.
They might.
I want to ask them that because just to have a couple professionals there with you that help you get up the stairs just to be, you know.
Well, when I had that knee surgery the last time, I got out the car, stepped up with the walker, got to the walker up there, and I went up one step at a time and just flattened my foot flat and just balanced it while I went to the next step, holding on to the rail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Randy said this goes without saying. Next time someone calls your name, just ignore them.
Yeah. I know.
Either
what
that
she looks
or stop first.
I'm so tired of listening to Schumer and Bernie Sanders and all of this. Get over it. You lost. Sign the bill. You vote against it,
Hold up for the
fine.
next one.
You got enough people to win. You're going to lose anyway. So get over it. Quit wasting our time. He needs to worry about it. Schumer needs to worry about New York and that new socialist. That's what he needs to worry about.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
worry
Troy's
about
live.
where you're from. The guy said he's gonna defund the police and do social workers. Now he came back and he said, well, I'm not gonna defund the police, but I'm gonna have community groups of police with social workers. So now he's already changing his mind. He said to pay for this, all the white neighborhoods we're going to tax higher. Okay, the white neighborhoods we're going to tax higher. Right there ought to be enough for them to throw him out the place. You know, he's telling everything he is. He's talking about Shihad, everything else. So it's crazy. And then you got freaking college students that the mom and dad, they're the stupid ones. The moms and dads that are paying all the money to Columbia and all of that, that they're going to school at, and they got the same thought. But that generation ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be done. Jello. It's gonna be the Jello generation.
Gray's over there live on his channel talking about all that stuff with the drummer.
About DJI. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said. I'm not gonna listen to that old sour, slow, sad stuff.
Well, I'm gonna jump off. I'll catch y'all later.
Okay, Justin, have a good one.
Yep. Y'all have a
Yeah,
good
I'm
night.
not far from
We'll see
dropping
you in the
off either.
morning, right?
Yep.
Okay, buddy. I appreciate you guys covering for me while I went out and mowed the lawn, because
Yeah.
I got a zero turn I sit on, and all I do is have to steer it, but still, you know,
We'll get you
I like
out
to
to
keep on it because we're gonna get rain over the next 3 days.
Oh, sure. We need the rain. Send it this way, Joe, Paul.
What's that, David?
Send the rain this way.
Okay. Rain, rain, go away. Go see David today.
Oh
No,
Lord. Don't lose your day job.
Right. Warm weather keeps up, right? People are going to be jumping into the river and just hitting flat straight onto the fucking waterbed. The water there.
How's the birds doing?
Not too bad because they've got massive fan with water behind it.
Did they miss the other bird that's gone?
Oh yes.
Rio is the one that died, right?
No,
Yep.
Rio's still going.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Okay.
My little boo.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry, David.
Yeah, that's why David's been kind of sparse around on YouTube for a while, because he's getting over it. They had a funeral. What day was the funeral?
Last Monday.
Last Monday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, David.
Yeah, you never like to hear about anybody losing their loved ones, you know?
Well, Boo was our first egg. He came from Lou and Lola. Lou and Lola were rescues, and he came from them. But he was born disabled, so we kept him.
Is that the one you used to fight with Rio all the time?
Everybody fights with Rio. All right, no, I'll correct that. Rio fights with everybody. Although Rio's going to sleep, so that's a good sign. He might not put up a fight tonight going in. Rio's awake. You just push one of the cockatiels off. Don't all speak at once.
Yeah. I'm just deciding what to do.
Hmm.
I'll stick around for another 15 minutes.
Oh, I don't know who I got tonight. The crew I had last night said they were off tonight, but they're back on the next day. Every once in a while, one of them pops in I've never seen before. So I don't know what side of the thing she's coming from. She might be just be covering, you know?
Hey Google, what's the time?
TV.
Oh God. I am now officially under house arrest.
Oh no.
I am not allowed to go out until 6 o'clock on Tuesday because of the weather. Well, they advise you not to go out.
That's daft. That best place to go would be Tesco's and stand in the cooler section all day.
Yeah,
Just go and lay in the freezer with the peas.
Yeah.
yeah, or just go to the bottle-o and sit in their refrigerated section. That's what I'd do. You just say you're just going to go and look at the beer, and then spend 10 minutes in there.
I haven't even here 10 minutes. No, we saw you come in at 8:05 in the morning.
Yeah,
It's now 9:20 in the evening. Oh, cool outside now.
That was Jim. He's having trouble with his phone too. He said he wouldn't
okay.
answer my call. But he said he left his phone on the dashboard of his car the other day, and it got really hot. And so he called up where he got the phone at, and they says, "Well, it could have screwed up your SD card, or," and so he
Well, it's
took
more
it
you-
out, cooled it down, and put it in there. It worked for a
It's
while.
more your SIM card or your battery that will go.
Yep,
Mm.
it was the SIM card.
Anybody,
The
this
SIM
time
card.
of year in the northern hemisphere, do not leave your phone anywhere on view in a car, because
Yeah.
if
Exactly.
that battery gets hot, it's going to go kaboom.
Kaboom, yeah.
And if you've got your shopping in the car, it's going to get cooked.
Well, the landlord of our conservative club here is on holiday in France. Someone's broke into his car and nicked a bag that had £1,000 in it, all 4 passports.
Oh, dang. This is what happens when the Conservatives go to France. They kept all the migrants over there.
It's costing him another 500 quid for new temporary passports.
Mhm.
Well, Conservatives wanted Brexit. If we didn't have Brexit, they could have used a driving license to get home.
Yep. It should be covered under holiday insurance if he had any.
Yeah, a lot of these people that run these pubs and clubs don't bother with that sort of shit. They know what's best.
We lost another pub. The Astley Arms is now being turned into a co-op shop.
Yeah, it's happening everywhere, isn't it?
Hmm. We've had three pubs knocked down. No, four pubs knocked down.
3 pubs, what?
Public
No.
house.
Public
Oh,
house.
public housing. I thought you were talking about
No.
a place to get a drink.
Yeah, the bar.
A bar. It's called a pub because it's a public house.
Oh, that's where the phrase pub came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We shortened it down.
Joe, you got company? Is that why you're on mute?
I think we've got one that's been turned into an Indian restaurant, one that's been turned into a day nursery.
No, I'm actually typing something I was gonna use voice, won't let me.
Okay. Go ahead. Continue on, my man.
Well, I'm good.
One's been turned into a nursery. That
Yeah.
sounds about right. Kids are off down to the pub.
One's been turned into a block of flats. The one behind me is shut and he's supposed to be being turned into flats, but it's taken him about 4 years and he hasn't got anywhere yet.
Yeah, sounds about right.
The Labour clubs got turned into a parcel collection place, and now the guy that's got it wants to turn it into flats.
Well, are you feeling human enough?
I already have an egg.
Who what?
The captain. She's invited me to her quarters for dinner.
Yeah, there was a pub in Westcliff that the guy knocked down, and he didn't have planning permission, so they made him rebuild it back exactly how it was. And then he applied for planning permission, and they said, "Yeah, you can knock it down now."
Joe, do you or David want to be the host? I'm going to go catch a ship.
Well, I'm gonna jump off then.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll just jump off then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Want
we'll
to
call.
close her down then? Okay.
Yeah, as the host, I'll close it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you in the morning.
I'll see y'all when
See
I
you
get
all
back.
tomorrow.